In COD Mobile, having the right weapons can make or break your performance. With the new season update, you're probably unsure which guns will give you the edge you need, or you might be using outdated weapons. So in this video, I'll show you the top 10 guns that will keep you updated and how to use these guns effectively. And for those who stick around until the end, I'll reveal the best weapon to choose for each ranked mode. Alright folks, let's kick off our list with number 10, the BP-50, everyone's favorite. This weapon dominated for a couple of seasons until it got nerfed multiple times. Its use has become limited to specific attachments like the 30-round magazine. Now, the BP-50 is an option only for those who have truly mastered it. At number 9, we have the Type 19. It hasn't been buffed or nerfed, but what I love about it is the ability to transform it from an AR to an LMG using the 75-round drum mag. This weapon is still a solid choice for this season, but only with the right gunsmith setup. Let me know in the comments if you want me to share mine. Moving on to number 8, a very forgotten one, the CBR-4. It's back in action with a huge buff to its damage profile, ADS movement, and hipfire spread.
Can I get a pizza over here?
This makes it a dominant choice for short to mid-range combat. You definitely need to try it on small maps. Number 7 on the list is not just a forgotten weapon, it's buried under the oceans. The ASMO 10 got buffed in the previous season, and now it's making a comeback among the top guns for this season. Even ranked players are using it. But only the real OGs will remember how it feels to use the ASMO 10 because this gun has been here since day one. Luckily for you, I've managed to track down some classic footage from the old seasons, from my archive. Next up is the long-range king, the headshot master, the EM2. It received a decent buff for long range, making it one of the best choices for large maps. It does have some recoil, but with a good build and some training, you'll be able to control it in no time. If you're wondering which attachments I'm using, you can find them in the description or the pinned comment below. Next in line is the MG42. It faced a nerf in the previous season, but that didn't affect it much at all.
Please.
This is what keeps it at the top of the LMG category, but there's another LMG on the list that might change everything, which we'll talk about in a few seconds. Now let's jump to number 4, the Grau 5.56. We've been here before. This weapon has a clear sight, high fire rate, and recoil that's easy to master. I even did a full guide on how to customize this weapon according to your needs, resulting in 3 different gunsmith setups. I rated it number 1 last season, and if you want to know why I downgraded the Grau, the explanation is on the way. Number 3 on the list is a surprising weapon, although not for those who have been following my updates closely. The Holger 26 got buffed multiple times in the last couple of seasons, but now it received its ultimate buff for the small mags. It feels like the developers are encouraging us to use the Holger in its AR form. So, the question is, can we count it as an LMG? Is it better than the MG42? Let me know in the comments. The top 2 on the list is the Lag 53. If you watched my previous videos, you already know that this weapon is better than the Odin, yet some players still think otherwise. But with this little buff, they'll quickly switch to our team. Remember, I was the first to say this before anybody else. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 spot this season goes to the USS-9.
Okay, fine. Perfect.
If we're going to talk about it, we need to discuss the details that brought it here. This weapon has the ability to shoot from long range with low recoil like an assault rifle, but it has a slower fire rate compared to most SMGs. But that's what makes it so stable while shooting. With its impressive performance in both Battle Royale and multiplayer, all these features combined have earned the USS-9 its top spot this season. Maybe this didn't convince you enough to believe that this weapon deserves the number 1 spot. But this will change as soon as you try this gunsmith that took players to the top spot on the leaderboard. For those who made it this far, this table right here is the best guide on which weapon to choose for each ranked mode. Take a screenshot.